I'm going through a series now that I'm doing on Sundays at the church in New York. Life is a big setup. Let me hear it.
Life is a big setup.
And I hope some of you all are writing down all these subjects I've got open here so I can get back to them. I've got to finish that one for Lady Lee. So if sometimes between now and the next 500 million millennia, Bishop Lee decides to take off for another dimension, he will leave transgenerational wealth. And do you know, let me tell you something else also. You know, I decided I wasn't going until I created it. I mean, after all, when Jesus was sent here, he was sent here with a mission. Now, the preacher didn't tell you this, but that's you. You and Jesus are here on the same mission. Know you not that Jesus Christ is in you? We have the mind of Christ. Stop praying for it. And for God's sake, don't pray for any more faith. You ain't doing nothing with that you got. There are many ways to define faith, but one of the ways to define faith is that faith is a muscle. Let me hear you. Come on, flex it. Say, faith is a muscle. Now, you don't get down on your knees and pray, oh, God, give me some more muscles. What do? Exercise. The fact is, you've already got everything. Before you left heaven, the Father equipped you. And as I said, this is why Jesus was called Master, because Jesus remembered. Listen at him talking to the Father now. Listen. And this is what makes Jesus Jesus. And this is what makes you Jesus. Listen. He's talking to the Father. And he's talking about his mission as he's getting near to the completion. He said, Father, I have glorified thy name in all the earth. Another way to state my mission is that I came to glorify your nature. How do we glorify God's name? How do we glorify God's nature? By letting God live and operate in us, through us, on us, as us. Oh yes, you glorify him with these beautiful instruments, with these singers and musicians. And they showed me your telecast and how you glorify God like that. But I got news for you. That's just the beginning. Why, the devil, let me get fundamentalistic for a moment. The devil out of hell can glorify God with all this beautiful music and all these singers going. All this words you heard here the last 3 nights, well, good God Almighty. If you notice, it was enough to make a shout even without musical instruments. See, like Kiki D, I got the music in me. I got the music in. Come on. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. I want to twist Bishop Lee's arm to let me come back and maybe do a couple of nights of revival, you know. Let me be the evangelist again. Cause I got the music in me. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. So, Jesus said, Father, I have glorified your name in all the earth. And as I say, all of this beautiful music and singing that you do, all of that is right on target. But it's only the beginning. You glorify the Father's name when you're at work and you feel like the slave did in the cotton field, way down yonder by myself, where I couldn't hear nobody pray. When you're not around all these marvelous members and friends, when you're not physically in the presence of your shepherd and his lady, oh, that's when you glorify the Father. And you don't have to open your mouth. I think I mentioned before reverse evangelism. Let's hear it. Twice more. That's when you let God shine on you and in you and through you and as you so much that you don't have to go and nag people about, you saved?
That's right. That's right.
But people of every race, creed, color, and rank will come to you and say, hey, I want to ask you something. What is this that you've got? What is it? Everybody else around here is upset and cussing and worried about getting laid off. And you going around here smiling. Now, is it something you got, or something you own? Or something you drinking, sniffing, smoking? What is it? Whatever it is, give me some. Let me hear you say, give me some. I want it. That's reverse evangelism. You know you have won souls then. And the book says, he that wins souls. You'll know when to shut your mouth and shine your light. You don't have to nag your quote-unquote unsaved husband. Let your light shine. Oh, I've had husbands come and apologize to me. I remember at Cow Palace in San Francisco back in the 70s when I was on the road, a man by the name of Edward Simple came, gave his testimony, said, Reverend Ike, I've come to apologize to you today. He said, because my wife, who's a janitor, cleaning bathrooms for a living, I found out she was sending money to you. And I got angry. That she didn't say anything, but I also observed she didn't stop sending the money. And he said, but I noticed something else. She started prospering. She started getting promoted. She started making more money. And the first thing I know, he said, this girl had a brand new Cadillac parked in the yard. He said he came to her sheepish and said, baby, give me Reverend Ike's address. I'm going to ask him to send me some of that stuff. And he did. And he said, now, parked out there in that parking lot right now are two brand new Cadillacs, his and hers. I've just had that happen so many times.